Mohammed Hijab's recent video on Christian Prince. And I'll start off by saying that I want to lay down a very simple challenge to Mohammed Hijab and Ali DAWAH. Release the entire video of the clip that you played about Christian Prince so we can see his words in context and in their fullness. Because I believe, and you can always prove me wrong, but I believe that you lied. I believe that what you did is you took words out of context. You possibly even edited a video to make Christian Prince say something that he didn't. Or you took words out of context to make Christian Prince appear to be saying something when actually he was saying something different. And if I am wrong, and I am happy to be corrected, and I will issue a full public apology if I am, release the full video so we can all hear where you got that clip from. Now, Ali DAWAH and Mohammed Hijab made a big song and dance about their fake outrage at how they presented Christian Prince as speaking to a Muslim woman. And if Christian Prince truly spoke to a Muslim woman in those ways, and did it in a way as presented by Ali DAWAH and Mohammed Hijab, I'll stand here and I'll call out Christian Prince. But I don't believe he did. I believe that you lied about him. I believe that you created a falsehood about Christian Prince. But your fake outrage, your anger at this way that you presented Christian Prince speaking to a Muslim woman, you immediately gave up any high ground that you had, Ali DAWAH, when you came here the week after and talked about spitting in Hatun's face, a Christian woman here in the park. You, Ali DAWAH, are a man who boasts about your muscular strength. And then you talked about spitting in a woman's face. How can you claim to be outraged about the way that a Muslim was spoken to when you speak like this to a Christian woman? You hypocrite. You have double standards. And we see why Ali DAWAH does this, because Ali DAWAH has a supremacist ideology. He believes that a Christian needs to always be respectful to a Muslim, but he can be disrespectful to a Christian. He spoke about spitting in a woman's face, and he thinks himself some chivalrous champion. He's nothing of the sort. The man is a hypocrite. Christ said, "Remove the plank from your own eye, Ali DAWAH, before you remove the speck of dust from your brother's." If Christian Prince was wrong to speak to a Muslim woman in the way that you presented that he did, then you were wrong to threaten to spit in a woman's face. Mohammed Hijab also sat on Hatun's property and refused to move the ladder. You bullied a woman, Mohammed, and you're over 6 foot tall. And you bullied a woman. Why? Because you're a bully. Because you're a hypocrite. Because you're a coward.
She got lucky that he didn't invite her to an MMA fight.
This is the point. Remember the outrage that Mohammed Hijab demonstrated towards Christian Prince about the way that they had presented Christian Prince speaking to a woman, and then contrast that to the unchivalrous way that Mohammed Hijab treated Hatun, a Christian woman in the park. He bullied a Christian woman, and yet he is outraged when Christian Prince is presented as having bullied a Muslim woman. He spoke disrespectfully to Hatun. Afghan Mo blew smoke in Hatun's face. He spoke sexual perversions in her ear. And yet, no Muslim challenged Afghan Mo about the way that he behaved in the park. Why? Because Ali DAWAH, Mohammed Hijab, Afghan Mo behave like supremacists in the park. They need to follow Jesus' words and to remove the plank from their own eye before they seek to take the speck of dust out of someone else's. These are not moral teachings. Don't be fooled by their fake outrage. But be aware of the fact, that the kind of behaviour you see the supremacists do in the park is exactly the kind of behaviour that we see Muslim majorities do to Christian minorities all across the Middle East. It is not an accident. It is coming from somewhere. It is coming from the narratives found in the Quran and the Hadiths. And if that is the example of your prophet, then you need a better example. And luckily for you, I have one. His name is Jesus Christ. He teaches personal integrity. He teaches radical honesty. He teaches inner conviction. He teaches treating others as you would want to be treated. He teaches sorting out your own faults before correcting others. This is what Christ teaches. Much better than Muhammad, because you followed Muhammad Hijab, and you bullied a Christian woman shorter than you. You followed Muhammad Ali DAWAH, and you threatened to spit in a Christian woman's face. You followed Muhammad Afghan Mo, and you blew smoke in a Christian woman's face. That's how you treat Christian women in the park. How will you treat Christian women outside of the park? Now, who's the better example? Have you seen a Christian blow smoke into the face of a Muslim woman here in the park? Have you seen a Christian sit on the property of a Muslim woman and refuse to give it them back, like you saw Mohammed Hijab here in the park? No. Have you seen a Christian threaten to spit in the face of a Muslim woman here in the park? No. The fruits of the religion speak for themselves. And Jesus said, you will know them by their fruits. So, moving on.